everybody, happy Hump Day Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in today, and welcome back for those who continue to tune in from week to week. I greatly appreciate it, and welcome to everyone who is new to the channel. So today, as you can tell by the title, I am going to give a pattern review of Know Me 2026. This is by the Corny Rainbow, and I am actually only reviewing the tank part of this pattern, so which is, let me just make sure, that is view A. So I picked up this pattern. I had passed it up a couple times. If you saw any of my hauls, you know I had mentioned I had passed it up a couple times because I wasn't really interested in that outer layer part of the pattern. Once I looked at it again and noticed that there was a tank included, and it's made out of knit. You all know how much I love tank patterns and different styles of tanks and different stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I want the pattern. So I went for $1.99 on sale. So I did pick it up, of course, at Joann Fabrics when it was on sale back in June. And so I have made 3 versions total, and the final version is the version, well, not the final, but my latest version is the version that I am wearing today. I thought I would share with you because it's a little bit of a hack. I'm going to share with you, okay, what I planned to do versus what actually happened. So let's go ahead and jump into it because it's a really easy pattern. So if you like tank patterns like me, you like easy tank patterns, this is it. It is 4 pieces. You have the front, the back, which is cut on the fold, 2 separate pieces, and then your third piece is your neckband, and your fourth piece is your arm side bands, right? Your arm bands. And so super easy. Very, very easy. And so and it's made to be kind of straight up and down. It's figure hugging. So on the pattern you will be able to tell it, and I have the size packet 18 through 26. So you will be able to tell on the actual pattern piece that it is curved. So it's meant to hug your curves and all of that on the pattern, which is really nice. I went with a size 18 at the top for all the 3 versions I'm sharing with you. 18 at the top. I graded out to a 20 around the bust area, and a size 22 at the hip. And so that is the sizing I did go for on for this pattern. So what I did, my first version was, and I'll pop up pictures too. My first version is this one in black, and you all have already seen this. I had said back in June I've made a Know Me pattern already, and this was that pattern I was talking about, but I haven't brought the makes to the channel yet because I really want to do this hack. But anyway, so this is obviously just in black. It's made out of a very cheap flammable polyester, but it works. It's a tank, it works. And so the one feature about the pattern is to keep in mind is the front scoop is higher than the back. So you do have a little bit more of a dip in the back, not anything extravagant or anything like that. Just know, usually maybe for tanks you're used to your front being lower and your back being higher. This is the opposite. So definitely put you a garment label if you have them in there. I did put those in mine, and I actually put all BHM pattern designer labels in mine, which of course is on my website. But this is the first one I made. I made this to go with, remember all the issues I had with that Vogue pattern? I ended up making it into a skirt. I'll pop a picture and video here. That's when I first made the Know Me, and it quickly for me became, if you saw my TNT pattern video, I'll leave a link up here if you did not, but and I'll have it pop up at the end of this video. But this one has quickly become a TNT for me because I know with very little fabric, and I'm talking maybe 1.5 yards, 1.3 yards, something like that, I can get this tank out of relatively easy, right? And so I made this one first, and then I made this one. This is actually this one and these fabrics are all from So Much Fabric, and so I want to say she doesn't have any of this one left. I'll leave a link to her jerseys on her website. All of these are made out of knit. And so in this one I put in, this is the back label, that's from my website. But again, this was a geometric shape, and I just needed, I think I only ordered 1.5 yards of this fabric. I cannot remember, but I knew I didn't need a lot. So I wanted this something nice, fun, and flowy that I can pop on up under something. Maybe if I have not made a cardigan in a while, I'll talk about that in a second. I used to make cardigans a lot. You all know that was my thing too. Several years ago when we lived in Wisconsin, I was all about making cardigans. I have not, I don't think, I may have made 1 or 2 cardigans since living down here in Texas, but I'll talk about that in just a second. So anyway, when I wear, you know, something, I can wear this up under, but going sleeveless, you all know I absolutely love going sleeveless. And so this here was, I think this was called a geometric print of some sort off of So Much fabric. Her jerseys are absolutely beautiful, and this is a beautiful drapey viscose jersey. Ooh, or was it listed as rayon? I can't remember. Kind of the same fabric, right? But absolutely beautiful. Love, love, love this. And then this version that I am wearing, and I will pop up video and pictures so you can see the full effect. First of all, it was supposed to be a hack. Let me share with you some of the details. Okay, so what I did was just trace out the size. I started at 18 at the shoulders, 20, and then 22 at the hip. Then I added 4 inches. And so what I am going to do, because this is cut on the fold, I am going to cut up around the waist, which is around this area. And I'm going to just spread, probably make 2 cut lines and spread it maybe 2 inches, 1.5 to 2 inches. So I will show that here. So I didn't necessarily measure these lines. I marked where that waist point is, where I wanted to swing out just a little bit more. And I just marked 2 lines arbitrarily, a good distance apart. And so here's where I'm going to cut, from here to here and from here to here. So then I'm going to spread this side out. I don't want it overly swingy, so I might just do 1 inch. We'll see. Go spread this out 1 inch, and then when I cut this one, spread that out about 1 inch. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, so I have just spread it 2 inches down there. That's about all the fullness I want down there. And so up here, I know I could have done this better. But this is just something quick, so I'm going to true that up so that meets when I cut that out. See how that kind of folds over? So I'm going to make sure that that meets. But yeah, and I put my weights over here because I did not want the fold line to move at all, and I just wanted the 2 pieces that I was adjusting to move, because obviously if I move this, that goes on the fold, then that kind of distorts things. So I wanted to keep it like that. So that is what I'm going to do to the front and the back. Okay, so this is what I think I am going to do. So I laid the pieces together to see if what I'm thinking makes sense. So up here I have print, and then I put a cut line that's about 2 inches below the arm side to the waist, and then down is the solid line. And then I matched it up over here, same thing, 2 inches from the arm side. This will be print, no, I'm sorry, this will be lime at the top, and then the solid at the top, and then the print at the bottom. So the print should go like this, and the lime like the solid like this. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. And then so I'm gonna cut this right here and then cut this, because this is on the fold. I want to keep these pieces on the fold and add seam allowance. I'm going to add a 1/2 inch seam allowance to each piece once I cut that, and then I'm going to go for it. And I think my up here, because this is going to be print for the front and then solid in the back, but I'm still going to use both the print for the neckband and the arm bands for this. All right, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so based off of what I wanted to do, and I will pop up line drawing with what I was intending for it to be like, to go across here and then back down across was supposed to be this print, and then on the flip side the top was supposed to be solid, and then the bottom was supposed to be the print. And so it meets kind of how it does here. Okay, so I just took a chance. I was like, you know what, I want these two fabrics together. I want to see how this is going to look and how it's going to turn out. Obviously, I really didn't think through. I tried to think through. I was just looking at the pattern and everything and thinking, oh yeah, this should work, forgetting that this is on the fold. The front and the back are on the fold. So while my thoughts in the direction I was going was good, my intentions were good, the execution just was not. And so I'm going to do this again because I want that look. And so what I plan to do is actually trace out the pattern again, and because I've already traced it out for, you know, the tank length is good to go. Obviously I traced and have this version out. Again, I don't think I will make another version like this. It all depends on the fabric, but even though I do like how it turned out, is not what I had in mind. And so I'm going to do it again. And so for what I'm going to do though is trace the front and the back, and then just trace the whole thing out. Instead of it being on the fold, I'm gonna trace the pieces flat, the front flat and the back flat. That way I can cut across and see, yep, this is gonna be how I want it to be, and cut across the bottom, because technically for the front I should have 3 front pieces, and then for the back 3 front pieces, right? Because once I cut them on the angles that I need them to be cut on in order to get the effect that I want, that's what I'm gonna have to do. But I was just going for it. I mean, you don't learn unless you just go for it. And I wasn't trying to get hung up on you know, anything like, oh, you should have, or do this and do that. I just wanted to just go for it without any, you know, any help or anything like that. I just want to see what can I do on my own, just kind of trying to think it through. But once I finished, once I cut everything out, I was like, yeah, that's not going to turn out how I was intentioning my intentions, but I still like it. And but the other thing too, I wanted it a little bit more swishy, because, and you'll see in the pictures, I feel like it's hugging a little bit too much around my lower belly area. I'm fine with all of this fit up in here, it's perfect. But I think from here out, I want it to be a little bit more swishy. So from the waist, which is right here on me, I would probably go out to the fullest size just to get the more swishiness that I wanted. It does have, you know, looseness in it, and again, you'll see in the pictures, but I think for me, back up in here is where I wanted to go out, because I thought it was too hugging up in this area, right? And again, you'll be able to see in the video. But yeah, I hacked the pattern, had a vision. It didn't get executed as I intended, but that is okay. That is all part of learning. It's all part of learning, right? And so you all have to let me know what you think. The attempt was real. You know, whatever, just go for it and see how. But this is obviously gonna get a lot of wear just because I love wearing tanks. Now the thing is, I was like, this would be perfect if I can transition this into fall. So I still have, because this both of these are rayon jerseys from So Much Fabric. I want to say she still has both of these, the solid lime, and then this here has the as you can tell, that black and purple. Let me kind of go down like this, that black and purple in there. Yeah, you can see that. And you see kind of how it meets on the side, which is fine, which is so cute. And then my neckband, as you can tell, I did it all in the print. So I have enough of this fabric. I'm thinking about doing a cardigan, and I have the Blackwood cardigan. I'm thinking Helen's Closet Blackwood cardigan will be perfect, because I want to say that cardigan has bands around the cuff. I might not do a cuff, I don't know, probably not, we'll see. But it has the band on around the neck, and I want to say it has a band around the hem. And what I'm thinking, because I have enough of both this and this, that but I have more of the solid. I think I had in my stash, because I already had in my stash this one, and then this one I just recently purchased. So I know I only purchased 2 of this one, and I want to say I had 2.5 of this one. And so the solid of the cardigan, the main pieces will be in this lime, but I want the neckband, the hem band, and if I decide to do a cuff, will be in the print. And I thought that would be so cute to go with this, you know, to transition it into fall, so I can wear it into fall. So I will have to pull that pattern out. And yeah, because I had made a couple Blackwood cardigans in the past. It's been a few years since I've made one, but I remember it being really easy. And so I was like, okay, that would be cute with this, to transition it into fall, so I can wear it into fall and winter. And so yeah, these are my No Me's 2026. Again, I highly recommend the pattern. It is very good. It comes in 2 different size packs. I got the 18 through 26, and then you do have the smaller size pack of the 8 through, I want to say it was 8 through 18. Could be. It could be the highest size overlapped. I can't remember off the top of my head. But again, I highly recommend. Very easy if you want something to, you know, have in your TNT. I think for the tank piece. Again, the outer layer, I don't know that I'll ever make that, but it was the tank that I was interested in. So that is it, everybody. That is my review. Make sure you stay tuned for Sunday. That will be my first summer nights look, my anniversary dress, and then I'll have the Sunday after that should be sewing with Pat, which is one of my subscribers and sewing friends, and so you'll see that. But you'll start seeing some of my summer nights makes being brought to the channel. And then I have my Destashify makes coming up too. So yeah, stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. Let me know your thoughts. It was an attempt. It was, you gotta try until you get it, the look that you're looking for. So all right, everybody, have a blessed one, and we will see you on Sunday. Bye.